Hello, and welcome to Barre Chords 101. I'm really tired, so hopefully this lesson works good. Um, Basically, barre chords are designed for players that don't want to have a lot of open notes when they're playing. Um, Kind of like it's good for beginners because if they don't know exactly what a chord is, they can kind of just play the notes in a barre chord. And they can create like a major or a minor barre chord. It's kind of for like really simple chords. Um, anyway, so you have your E major chord, which from the top would be 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 0, which is basically your first barre chord, except you're not really barring anything because your bridge is doing that for you, so you got that E major. And then the purpose of barre chords, like say if I were to go up a step to F, the regular chord with open strings would be this chord right here. But I have these two bottom notes that I'm not really using, so if I were to use a barre chord, I would come up here and do this. And in that, I'm barring the first fret, and then I'm playing an E major position, which is 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1. So I have that bar right here, the first fret, and then I'm putting that E major position right here. And that's your F major barre chord. So the same kind of principle applies. You're using that E major position, just instead of using your thing right here, I don't know what it's called, the bridge I guess. It's not really, it's like the neck bridge. You're using your finger as the new neck bridge to create that chord. And then you can use that same E major position, just moving it up the neck, and you got F sharp, then G, G sharp, then A, then A sharp or B flat, then B, then C, then D flat, C sharp, and then D, and then D sharp, D flat, and then all the way up to E. Well, it's kind of hard to play. So the first thing you should do is learn all the notes. I mean, there's only 12 notes you gotta know. So E is your bass note, then F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, E flat, and then E. So that's all the notes, and that's all the notes you're gonna find on the guitar. So if I were gonna play an A major barre chord, I would come over here to the A, 5th fret, 6th string, and then I would create a bar on that 5th fret, and then I would play the E major position, and that's an A major barre chord. Kind of eliminates the use for you using all the strings on the guitar instead of just like an A down here, which is 0, 2, 2, 2, 0, 0, except you don't play this note, so it's just, this one's X. That's the A major chord, which is an open chord, and then you got the A major. It's the same chord, it's just you're utilizing all the notes. So the way that they're used in music is just, if you don't know, if a tab or something tells you to play like a G sharp major, and you don't know, fuck, I don't even know what that is in chord, it's just like, and then, fuck, I don't even know. So you would just play it as a barre chord. Alright, so that covers your majors. And then the same principle applies if you're going to go up a string, like A major. You would use that same position, just barring it, bar the first fret, and play the A major position. This one's always been hard for me, it's really hard, because you're barring the first fret, and then you're playing that A major position, which is hard in its own. So usually when I'm playing barre chords, I'll stick down here. Alright, so for minor barre chords, it's pretty much the same principle, except you just start off with the E minor chord, which is 0, 0, 0, 2, 2, 0. E minor. Very nasty, dark sounding. And then you just do the same thing, bar on the first fret, and then for an F minor chord, you just play that E minor position, so it would be 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, F minor. And then you can very easily switch to a major chord just by adding that first fret right here, so on the third string, so that's going from a minor to a major. I'd get into the theory of it, but whatever. It's not really a big deal. So, if I were to play an A minor, usually when I'm playing minor chords, I have this finger left over, my big middle finger. So what I'll do is I'll put it on top of my first finger like that and push down, just so I'm getting extra, because you want to get all those notes sounding good. You don't want to have one that's like, you don't want to have any bleeps in there. So you're gonna put that on there, and it gives it like a little extra. So, yeah, and then if I were to, if say a chord came up and just play a B flat minor, I could just come up here to B flat, 6th fret, put that bar down, and then play the minor. So that's a B flat minor. Pretty simple. And then the same thing applies for if you're going to go up a string. I tend to use these ones a lot more than the major, because it's kind of a little bit easier for me, because you don't have to bar those chords that are making your shape. So if you start with A minor down here, so you get 0, 1, 2, 2, 0. A minor. And then if I were to go up to B flat minor, just up here, I'm not playing this one on purpose because this one's kind of just lit. I don't even play that one. So I'm coming up here, barring the 1st fret. With a minor, I'm going to need all my fingers, so I'm going to have to push really hard down on that one. Then I'm just going to play that A minor. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 3, 1. Then just up the neck. B, C, C sharp, D, E flat, then E. So if I were to go up the neck with the minor scale, usually I would just go up, but if you don't have a guitar, that'll go all the way up, because mine's pretty short, so I'd go. And go to A minor. And then when I'm done here, I'll come up here. And I'm back to the beginning, the E minor. So anyway, that is your lesson on bar chords. Main thing, just learn the notes on the neck. Bar chords are cool because they give you all the notes that you can play within that scale. Not all the notes, but most of the notes. So once you get onto like soloing, it's a little different. Like say playing an A major, then I know I can play all these notes in a solo. And it gives you the notes that you can use somewhere around the neck. So. All those notes are part of the A major scale. Basically all these notes. I mean, there's 6 notes that I'm playing, which is basically the whole of a scale. So anyway, that's the lesson on bar chords. Just make sure pointers are to just start with your basic chord, E major or E minor, and then move that up the neck. Then make sure you're giving a lot of pressure on this bar finger. That's like basically the hardest thing to learn. So yeah, happy guitaring.